everyone is doing great. Welcome. You can hear the door opening. Someone else is coming in. Welcome to my Thursday show, another weekly Facebook Live. I'm so excited about today's topic because it's something that will just hopefully get your wheels turning, which I love. I love when something inspires me to think about things a little differently in my business and gives me some like creative fuel for my fire. And that's what I'm hoping to provide you with today. If you don't know who I am, thanks for watching a Facebook Live from a total stranger. But I'm Jen Burson, and I'm the founder of a PR agency in Los Angeles called Generation PR. We are celebrating our 15th anniversary this year, which is so awesome to think about that. I started my career as a civil litigation attorney, and with zero contacts, zero training, nothing, decided I was just gonna shift careers and start my own PR firm. So I did that about 15 years ago, and we support brands with physical products. My expertise, our agency's expertise, is in beauty and cosmetics, health and wellness, and baby and kids. And we have had billion-dollar clients in each of those different niches. So I say this to you, not to be like braggy, but to give you a sense of what is possible for you. If I can do this with no training, contacts, no experience, and build a business from home and do it on my terms and work with amazing brands who can literally work with anyone and they choose to work with us, then I want you to see that that's possible for you. Samantha, will you let me know when you say fading in and out, is it freezing? Our internet is terrible, and we actually are upgrading it. As soon as I get off the live, we got our new modem. Hi, Larissa. We got our new modem, and we're going to install it. We upgraded our internet because it is terrible, especially with everyone on Zoom right now. But let me know if you guys can see or hear me. So I'll get back to just explaining my how I got here and why I want to talk about today's topic. Aside from my agency, many of you know that I also have an entire suite of info products, and that is taking my expertise, what I know how to do, our frameworks that are proven, our processes we use in our business, the way we approach providing PR services for our client that are proven practices, proven tactics, and we have put those together in kind of a like almost a success path for now. Our niche audience is PR professionals or people looking to learn PR and then grow a business running a PR firm or offering PR services. So if you think about the success path we now offer, we have a program, a membership experience that we launched last month, not even like basically 1 month ago, called the Pitch Lab. And that entire membership experience, oh God, that's terrible. Okay, so I see the video quality is bad. If for some reason I watch this back and it's so awful, I will come back on and do it again once we get our internet upgraded, which literally like right before I went live, our new modem and our new router got here. So it'll support larger bandwidth. So if that's the case, I'm so sorry. Just like, let me know if it's terrible and we can scrap it. Almost like the SpaceX launch that was scrapped yesterday. Was anyone watching? I was so sad. My kids were watching and we were like, wah wah. Yay, Samantha is loving the Pitch Lab, and I know she's considering the agency accelerator. So if you think about someone like Samantha, if you don't mind me using you as an example, okay, good. Video quality is better now. Samantha has a long career in marketing and has a business where she's offering, okay, good. Ash, thank you. Oh, Ash, guys, welcome Ash as our newest member of our team. She is our community manager, our social media strategist. We could not have done a better job of manifesting this person into our business. And we're so honored that she is working with us. We're so happy she's here. And we're like just excited for her to be your support contact in our communities. So you'll see Ash a lot. And we're so happy she's here. But getting back to kind of Samantha and thinking about where she is in her business and her success path and how that could work for where she is, even with the level of expertise and a successful business providing marketing services to her clients, somebody like Samantha would come in like she did and dive into the pitch lab and get monthly content execution guides. We released the June execution guide. The feedback has been crazy. I got a comment yesterday, somebody saying that it was like an info orgasm, which frankly I sort of loved it and thought it was amazing. Let me see. Infogasm, like she's cheating. She should not be allowed to know these things. So insightful. And also deep, dark, dirty lust with these execution plans. She said ingenious through all as all get, ingenious and as thorough as all get out. So those plans are incredible. It gives you content ideas every month. And then you have, thank you, Samantha. I'm so glad to hear that. She says the monthly guides are amazing. On top of that, we have a core content roadmap that will teach anybody at any skill level, any part experience in your career, any like stage of experience, even seasoned PR professionals will learn a lot. And I say that because I'm learning a ton putting this program together, because I have people that are supporting and lending their expertise. It's not just coming from me, it's coming from a panel of seasoned PR professionals that have been working in the industry for at least a decade, every single one of them. And they're amazing. And also on our monthly coaching call, I learned a ton. It was awesome. I was sitting there texting my husband like, oh my God, these people are so smart. This is so, so good. And the other thing is that it's a community of people looking to build build a great solid community, looking to share their expertise, right? So Samantha will come in and polish her PR skills. She's already a seasoned marketer. She's already a very, very savvy marketer with an existing business. Then she can layer on top of that the Agency Accelerator, which is an entire proven framework for how you launch, grow, and scale a profitable business. And all of that is centered around my path to profitability framework that I created. It is the solid foundation for how we run our agency. It's 4 pillars: strategy, sales, service, and scale. And it includes systems, processes. I know Samantha's very interested in onboarding processes. That comes in the service pillar. So we build on all of the pillars. And so the approach is to get you consistent, predictable, recurring retainer revenue on your terms. So you're running a business that doesn't run you. You're working in your zone of genius. You're doing the things that you love, right? So it all starts with a solid foundation of providing amazing PR service for your clients so that they don't leave. And if they do leave, you know how to bring new business in, because we give you strategies to fill your pipeline and how to be an amazing service provider on sales calls. Like sales is my niche. Sales is my jam. Like we have an entire framework for like ninja sales strategies. I'm really, really good on sales calls and share everything that we know about, even avoiding like red flag clients and where to like run for the hills. And just having that stuff alone will save you so much headache, so much heartache, by not, discounting your services, bringing on clients that are going to, hi, Natasha. Natasha's in both. Larissa's in both. I can't see who else is on here aside from Samantha and Ash, but people are seeing how they can apply all of this to hone their skills, reinforce and sharpen their skills, and then provide amazing service to clients and build a solid foundation of recurring retainer revenue in the Agency Accelerator. So you have people that are seasoned like Larissa and Natasha, and hopefully Samantha joins us in the Accelerator, that are really honing and tightening up their business. We say your business will be so buttoned up and it'll be just like running, in the way that you want it to be running, right? Love the classes, Agency Accelerator and the Pitch Lab. Awesome. Thanks, Natasha. So the reason I'm giving you the entire lay of the land here is because all of those things that I just described as another side of my business are info products, right? I'm taking my expertise, my process, my system, my framework, my way of doing things, and I'm putting it together in a way where I can scale it, because now I can offer that to so many more people by creating a digital product that I can, find an audience and sell at scale. And I look at that and truly look at that as the opportunity to help even more people. And that's the benefit of something like this. So we are talking today about how to sell an info product as a PR professional. So this is something you would consider, it's like a leveraged offer. And it's something that complements what we are doing already so incredibly well. So you have your retainer clients or your project-based clients. I try not to do project-based things. You guys will know in the accelerator, I talk about that. I just really only work on retainer, and definitely not hourly. That is a total rebellion against being an attorney, that I had to keep billable hours, which totally sucked. If you go to the bathroom for more than 6 minutes, you have to stop the clock because that's a tenth of an hour. Like, are you kidding me? Who wants to live like that? I do not, and that's not how I run my business. And speaking of, we had a sidebar call with one, or a sidebar kind of email discussion with one of the women in the accelerator, and she had a client that was trying to get her to consider a payment structure based on sales, and she would have to work with a small fee to set up the PR outreach, and then would have to accept a percentage of sales, almost like a success fee, right? And the client was like, this is how we're structuring the deal. And stuff like that really infuriates me, because who is that client to come in and tell you how you're running your business? I likened it to a dentist who's about to give you a filling, and you're like, okay, sounds good. I'm going to go ahead and only pay you if my filling doesn't cause me any additional pain, and if I don't get any additional cavities for the next 3 months. And then after that, Natasha's like, no. Yeah, it's like, when do you, no, we don't do hourly work, right? Or based on a percentage of sales. That is just not the way that it works in our industry. And also, you as the business owner get to decide how you run your business. And why would a client come in and tell you how you get paid? And I just think that that's a really bad place to start. It's a big red flag for me. So, I gave her some verbiage for how to push back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the verbiage that I shared with her inside the Agency Accelerator Facebook group. She liked it. Hi, Altamise. She liked it. She's a very, very seasoned PR professional too, and has been running her own business for a long time. So darn it, guys. Ugh. Okay, Samantha's saying the video is stopping again. It's definitely, I see it. It's definitely my internet. But I'll share that verbiage that I shared. Yep. Darn it. I'm frozen again, aren't I? Let me see if I can. Boo. This sucks. You guys, thanks for being here with this terrible video quality. Hopefully I'm back on. Can you see me? Oh yeah, it says I'm still recording. Okay, sorry. I swear to God, this is going to be fixed. It's been a total nightmare during quarantine, having the whole family here on Zoom at the same time, trying to do a lot of video stuff. So I will share that verbiage so you can see how we positioned it. And okay, good. Thank you, Samantha. Yeah, so my entire kind of world of info products, I have quite a few, and I have over time figured out the audience that I serve and what they need from me most, and how I can get them on a success path so that they have an outcome, the outcome that they're seeking. And for me, that is the core approach of the Pitch Lab membership experience, and then layering on top of that the Agency Accelerator program. And we also have a mastermind. So that is a $15,000 a year. That is for people looking to scale to multiple 6 figures or 7 figures. It's 12 months. It's group coaching. It's mentorship, community, You get access to all of the programs for free on top of your monthly or on top of your mastermind, investment, and one-on-one support. We have a live event that we had to cancel from COVID, but you get a free ticket to that. So that is kind of the ultimate ascension for that, really people looking to scale to the next level. That's my world of Infoproducts. I have a couple other smaller products that we're not really promoting. They're helping entrepreneurs do their own PR. And I tried that path at first, and I'm like, everyone wants to know how to do their own PR. And it's like, well, they didn't want to know from me. People wanted to know how I ran my business. They didn't want to know how to do PR. Now I know that I'm focusing on PR professionals and helping really master that skill. And that makes a lot of sense. But we did not launch the Pitch Lab membership experience for years while we refined the Agency Accelerator to make sure that that product was the absolute best possible solution for agency owners that it could be. And then we realized the need for the Pitch Lab. Okay, so those are the info products that we have, and it's an extension of our business. And it's a way that you can make more money by doing less because you're creating one asset. You're taking your entire approach. It might be like the thing that is your superpower. What do people come to you? Like Natasha's the hype woman, right? Natasha is the hype woman. Maybe she can figure out her process for how she creates that hype for her clients, how she extracts their details of their story to really elevate them as somebody to take notice of in their industry, right? What is your superpower? That is something that you take for granted as coming so easily to you. Yeah, Natasha's saying even being in the PR, the Agency Accelerator has polished and refined my messaging. And she posted about that on Instagram today, and I just loved seeing that. You know your value proposition, what makes you so exceptional at what you do, and that is one of the keys that gets you bigger clients and higher retainers, right? And we talk about that a lot in the Agency Accelerator. I do not want you to be a generalist. I want you to be a specialist, a deep subject matter expert, because that is where you can, oh God, you can, it's 10 things happening at once right now. As long as my video is working, which now I see it's, okay. That is where you get the big bucks. That was one of the major breakthroughs I had in my business, going from small retainers and smallish, medium-sized clients to quantum growth and breaking through to billion-dollar clients and multiple 5-figure monthly retainers. Deep subject matter expertise, specialization, niche expertise, because then we were sought after. Yeah, so that is something we teach inside the program. So I will say there are a couple ways to get started, really simple. The first big piece of advice, and I've said this the last 2 other lives, just get started. Do not wait for things to be perfect. Do not wait to have it all figured out. Do not wait, just get started. So one of the things you can do is reach out to prospective clients who maybe didn't book your services because perhaps it was too big of an investment, or maybe they weren't exactly the right fit. And maybe there's a way you can downsell them into a new leveraged offer that'll help better suit their needs, or get them positioned to come on board with you. Oh, I just thought of a great idea. Hold on, I'll tell you about it in 1 second. Get them positioned to come on board with you to get ready for your retainer services. So the idea that I just thought of is I turn down a lot of work from clients that just aren't ready. They don't have everything in place to be successful with PR. And a lot of that comes down to, their messaging isn't consistent, their website isn't, cohesive or visually appealing, their photography isn't the kind of photography that we need as PR pros, which we cover in the Pitch Lab. They don't have their brand story together. They haven't really thought about their brand in terms of collections and a cohesive overall brand message. Maybe they don't have a tagline. A lot of this is marketing, but we need it in PR to be successful. What if you put together a leveraged offer that was get your brand ready for Press Success was another program that we had. We definitely offer a press ready checklist as like a freebie offer. And it just tells people like, this is what you need to have in place before you pitch the media. But what if you created a leveraged offer that you told them how to do all of these things and showed them examples of what they needed, and you sold that as a way to get them ready for your retainer services? That's one type of leveraged offer. You could do a deep dive in showing them how to do, how to review their analytics. If you are really focused on social media, and you show them where to look and how to interpret those numbers, what's your process for content creation, all of those things that you do as part of your service. You could literally record your screen as you're doing it, talk into a microphone. You can use ScreenFlow, or you can use, what is this called here? You guys know what this is. What is that little thing? Loom. I just tried to open it, so of course my screen is freezing again. You can use Loom and just show somebody as you're going through that process and narrate what you're doing and record that. And that could serve as one lesson for somebody, and you sell that as part of your process for how you do things. That is a leveraged offer. So instead of doing it every single time for every single person who's interested in it, you record it one time, you talk about why, what they should look for, how they do things. It's like you click here, then you click here. Literally, people don't know how to do that. You take that for granted and think it's so easy. They don't know how to do it. So that's a leveraged offer. And it could be something that people who can't afford your services need in order to get to that next place so that they can bring you on as a retainer client. It could be anything, anything at all. Like if you like knitting, it doesn't have to be related to your business, but you've seen so many people selling hobby kinds of courses that'll teach you how to bake. I have a friend that just launched a challah business. Challah is like Jewish, like egg bread, right? And you eat on Friday at Shabbat. She has like in 2 weeks, 1,000 plus followers on Facebook, and she does these live videos, and she's starting to sell her recipes. So, whatever interests you. But with regard to your business, I will say people invest more when it comes to something that is more focused and geared towards business, because it'll actually make them money. But there are a lot of people making really good income with like hobby sites, art memberships with different art projects, teacher lesson plans. Somebody does like horse grooming, and it's so specific, but there's a huge audience of people looking for that content, and that person is really monetizing. I mean, I know this through some of my communities that I'm a part of for coaching. So the way to kind of get started is bringing in new leads. And you want leads that are not just like people on an email list, but the folks that are really looking for what it is you have to offer and would be interested in buying from you. And I've done it the other way, where I'm just like, I need a big list and I just need to fill my list with people. And it was out of alignment. And then I have a list of people that are not opening my emails. They're not interested in hearing what I have to offer them. And it's like you get lower open rates, and it's not good. So you want to focus in on bringing in the right leads. So I'm really encouraging you to sign up for this free training. I put the link here. I'll do it again. I am in James Wedmore, who I'm recommending, his Inner Circle Mastermind. It's $30,000 a year. Some of the most incredible business training I have ever received. James is awesome. He is totally the real deal, super smart, approaches business with like a mindset component, which I love, and has such a different approach than anything else that I've seen. And once I discovered James as like a possible mentor, I completely stopped checking into like email opt-ins and other people's webinars. And I would just say, put your head down and focus and go in one direction. And if you don't know where to start with this free 100 leads training. Because it's so simple. It's free. Like, it doesn't cost you anything. I think he normally charges like 100. Yeah, James is awesome. And Samantha's saying James is awesome and this training is awesome. It really is everything that he, God, these wasps. Oh, there must be a wasp nest near my office. Keep the doors open. And we've had so many, like, I swear to God, I'm like, murder hornets. They're here. Blah! They just like come and they fly right through my office, and this one is right there. Anyway, check into James's training. He is really, really smart, and it is such a great place to start. And I know a lot of people are like, but I just don't, like, it has to be perfect. I have to have it all figured out. You need to start building your audience, and then you can start asking them what they want to know from you. Right? Like if I had done that first and done it the right way and like paid attention to what people really were asking me to know about while I was building Press Success, an entire comprehensive like signature course, pre-recorded videos with like a professional cameraman, and everything was branded and perfect and edited, and it was like just so perfect. It wasn't even what people wanted to know from me. I didn't even really ask the audience. I just assumed like I have success with PR. Other people would want to learn it too. I could teach people how to do it themselves. They don't need to hire me. I'll just tell them how to do it. Experts and brands with physical products. But at the same time, I had all these people from all over the world, like Africa and New Zealand and Australia and Scotland, that I was mentoring on how to run an agency. It didn't even occur to me that I should like put that together. I was just like, oh, I love this thing that I'm doing. And then I kind of asked them, would you guys be willing to pay for this stuff I'm sharing with you? And they were like, yeah, we can't even believe that you're giving it for free. Like we would have expected to pay. And I was like, oh, okay, got it. Yeah, dumb Jen, like that should have occurred to me. So yeah, pay attention to what people ask you about. What do they want to know from you? What is your superpower? What have you done where you've gotten amazing results or had success yourself? And you could show, oh, good, he left. You could show people how to do it for themselves too, right? And put together a process. But the very first thing you need to do is just start building your first 100 leads. So check into James's training. He is super savvy, totally the real deal. And just grab that link right there and let me know how you like it. Let me know if you have any ideas swirling about the kinds of products you can put together or the kinds of processes that you've had success with that you could teach other people how to do too. I would love to hear from you. Like I love watching trainings like this that are like, wow, I could do all of this. And what else could I do to kind of put all of this together and think about like, what's the first thing you would tell somebody? What would you tell them to do very first thing? Then what would you do next, right? It's not like you have to come up with this whole built out thing. It's just like, here's the first step. For me, that was like, figure out your niche, what you love doing, what you enjoy doing in the agency world, like what work that just doesn't appeal to you, that sucks the life out of you. Don't do any of that anymore. And figure out like where your mindset might be like holding you back, imposter syndrome or whatever. Like that's the first thing that I would tell someone to do is like, you've got to lock down your niche and figure out how to tell your story so people come to you because you're the very best. That's the first thing. So that's the first thing I did in Agency Accelerator. And then it was like, what's next? What's next? What's next? Oh, now you have a process that's totally built out. That'll get somebody amazing results because it's worked for you too. So I love that the possibilities are endless. And I think all the time about new programs and things that I want to share with my audience. But we try to stick with one thing at a time so we don't like muddy the waters, and you got to make sure something is working before you go on to the next thing. So I'm so thrilled to hear you guys are loving the Pitch Lab. For anyone who's watching who's not in the Pitch Lab, the June execution guide, the June execution plan is on point. It is so good. The feedback's been amazing. And you can jump into the Pitch Lab and still get it and have, June 1st is Monday, I think. And you can start implementing on that. Yep, Monday. Send out those invoices, my favorite day of the month. Yeah, so we have so much great content we're building for you. There's already a ton waiting for you. And I'd love to welcome you in with this amazing group of agency owners and PR professionals. And if this gets you excited at all to think about Infoproducts, gold. Samantha says gold. Yeah, she's only been in for like a day or two. So, so yeah, you can see what's waiting for you when you get in there. Start in the beginning. The very first thing is build your audience. Start with your 100 leads and go to James for that insight because he's the best. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and a wonderful, beautiful weekend. And I will see you guys next week. Post below any ideas you have for products that you think you can build out based on your expertise. See you soon, guys. Bye.